Hello friends, in a previous video, that is video part 1, video part 2, video part 3 of Indian major carps, we have finished that entire topic. Today we are going to just see the summary of that culture of Indian major carps. So dear friends, what you have seen, just I am taking this summarizing within a couple of minutes. Our topic was the culture of Indian major carps. That Indian major carps is nothing but a group of fishes that are Leviroita, Catla, and Srinamericala. Why it is called as major carps? Because it is having culture all over the India in different types of the freshwater resources. Therefore, a majority of the farmers will choose that Indian major carps for their cultural practices, and this Indian major carps is having a particular type of the good growth rate. Therefore, the farmers will choose the Indian major carps. Dear friends, what you have seen in this topic, culture of Indian major carps, we have seen the history of culture. That means how the cultural history of that carps, of that fishes is started. Since from the Harappa and Mohenjo-daro, these Indus valleys civilization, we will get certain references. That means as well as in the Kautilya Arthashastra is also there. There are certain references of the culture system. That means so long history is there of that fish culture. Besides that, history of fish culture, we have seen the introduction of the fish culture as well as the objective of the fish culture. In case of objective, why in case of objective we have seen why it is useful, how it is useful, and why it is needed. That means what are the exact objective in Marathi we call as उद्देश. उद्देश काय आहेत आपण ते बघितलेले आहेत. So objective of the fish culture we have seen, and majorly in case of the objective of the fish culture, chiefly it gives the job and employment to the workers, job and employment to the laborers. Therefore it is useful. And another one object is that it provide very cheap and good type of the proteinous food to the peoples. Therefore these are the two main object of the fish culture. That means job generation as well as to provide a good quality of proteinous food to the common people in a very little bit of the cost. So this is might be the one of the important objective of the fish culture. Besides objective of the fish culture, we have seen the next bit, that is known as the quality of major carps. मित्रो लक्षात घ्या, आपण या टॉपिक मध्ये काय काय बघितलेलं आहे. फिश कल्चरचा इतिहास, नंतर त्याची तोंड ओळख, सेकंड बीट. नंतरचा बीट आहे दी ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह ऑफ फिश कल्चर, म्हणजे फिश कल्चरचा उद्देश काय आहे. नंतरचं बीट आहे क्वालिटीज ऑफ द मेजर कार्प. मेजर कार्पच्या कोणकोणत्या क्वालिटीज आहेत, व्हॉट आर द important qualities of the major carp, we have seen in earlier in this bit. So basically when we talk about the qualities of Indian major carp, it is having fast rate of the growth, it will give better and good response to the Indian breeding, it can survive to the adverse condition also, it can manage, it can adjust to the variety of fluctuation into the physico-chemical properties of the water, physico-chemical changes into the water as well as the climate, and it is also having good fitting with the artificial as well as natural type of food material, and good breeding rate. Fecundity म्हणजे अंड देण्याची क्षमता, फिशची अंड देण्याच्या क्षमतेला आपण म्हणतो fecundity. Fecundity is also seen, we have fecundity is also good in these major carps. Therefore these are the certain important qualities we have seen in a previous video. Also we have seen the certain pictures, the morphological characters of the Liberoita, Katla and Srinamrigala, how they are differ from each other, their food and feeding habit. Also we have seen what type of foods are they use, natural food as well as artificial food also we have seen, and how to culture that Indian major crops we have also seen detail. The culture program we call as a culture program, कशा पद्धतीने ते मेजर कार्ब्स कल्चर केले जातं याचं आपण डिटेल बघितलेलं आहे. उदाहरणार्थ हिअर दी नर्सरी पॉन्ड, रेअरिंग पॉन्ड, स्टॉकिंग पॉन्ड, त्याची साईज आपण बघितलेली आहे, त्याचं लोकेशन बघितलेलं आहे. ड्रेनिंग अँड ड्राईंग ऑफ द पॉन्ड, ड्रेनिंगचं काय महत्त्व आहे, ड्राईंगचं काय महत्त्व हे आपण बघितलेलं आहे. ड्रेनिंग आणि ड्राईंगमुळे कोणकोणते फायदे आहेत आपण त्यात डिस्कस केलेलं आहे. सो ड्रेनिंग अँड ड्राईंग इज युजफुल. It will just give the whatever the toxic gases are there in the soil, as well as the harmful type of insects, their eggs, their larvae, they will also removed by this method that is known as the plugging, drying and draining also. त्याच्यानंतर आपण after that we have seen the liming and fertilization. In case of liming, here application of the varieties of lime to the different ponds is nothing but the liming, म्हणजे चुना वापरणे, चुनखडी वापरणे. So what is the use of liming, what is the ratio, what is the rate of application of liming, we have seen in that bit that is known as liming of the pond. ते करणं का गरजेचं आहे, ते कधी केलं पाहिजे ह्याचं आपण सविस्तर चर्चा केलेली आहे. आफ्टर liming there is a fertilization, application of different type of fertilizers, that may be of the organic, that may be the inorganic, different type of the manures we have to use. We have seen what are the organic, inorganic and manures are there in that bit, and how they are important and how they are useful also we have seen in that bit also. So fertilization, liming and fertilization, why they are essential? Of course liming as well as the fertilization is for the purpose of to make a good type of the development of zooplankton and phytoplankton, which are acting as a natural food material of developing young ones, and as well as to increase the productivity of that pond. त्या पॉन्डची प्रोडक्टिव्हिटी वाढवणं, प्रोडक्टिव्ह म्हणजे उत्पादकता, त्याची उत्पादन क्षमता. सो वी हॅव टू इन्क्रीज द प्रोडक्टिव्हिटी ऑफ द पॉन्ड बाय युझिंग व्हरायटीज ऑफ fertilizers as well as the manures as well as the liming also, and eradication of the predatory fishes, the weed fishes, as well as the eradication of the aquatic weeds. यामध्ये आपण जस्ट आधीच्या लेक्चरमध्ये आपण बघितलं, आधीच्या व्हिडिओमध्ये आपण बघितलं ज्या पान वनस्पती आहेत आपण कशा पद्धतीने त्याचा नायनाट केला पाहिजे, त्याचा कसा नाश केला पाहिजे हे आपण बघितलेलं आहे. इन दॅट eradication of the aquatic weeds we have seen basically 3 to 4 different types are there. Manual method आहे, one is manual, another one is a chemical, another one is a mechanical method. So with the help of using manual, chemical and mechanical method we have to just control the growth of aquatic weeds. We have seen how it is important, when it is the excess what happens. ज्यावेळेस whenever the excess of aquatic weeds are there, it will make obstacles for the netting, and whatever the nutrients are there that may be utilized for the growth of that aquatic weeds, and also it chokes the free movement of the fishes, and especially here it gives the excess of the carbon dioxide during the night time, and the fish may get suffocate. Therefore हे सुद्धा आपल्याला काय केलं पाहिजे, ते aquatic weeds चे प्रमाण ठेवलं पाहिजे, आणि ते कसं प्रमाण ठेवायचं आणि ते रिमूव्ह कसं करायचं हे आपण याची आपण चर्चा त्या बीटमध्ये केलेली आहे. त्यानंतर आहे स्टॉकिंग रेट. मित्रो आपण काय बघतो आहोत, मेजर कार्बचं कल्चर कशा पद्धतीनं स्टेप बाय स्टेप टप्प्याटप्प्यानं कसं केलं जाते आपण ते बघत आहोत. त्यानंतर आहे स्टॉकिंग रेट, म्हणजे ते संचयनचा जो रेशो आहे, प्रमाण आहे, स्टॉकिंग रेट काय आहे ते आपण याच्यामध्ये बघितलेलं आहे. स्पॉन्स असतील तर ते किती स्टॉक केले पाहिजे, फ्राय असतील तर किती केले पाहिजे, फिंगरलिंग असतील तर ते किती केले पाहिजे, आणि त्याचा ड्रॉबॅक काय, जर जास्त झालं तर काय होईल याची आपण चर्चा केलेलं आहे. दॅट मीन्स when ever there is excess of stocking is there, of course there is a one major drawback will be there will be the competition into the food. म्हणजे त्यांच्या फूडमध्ये काही स्पर्धा तयार होईल. आणि त्यामुळे प्रत्येक फिश फीडला पुरेसा अन्न मिळणार नाही. ऑल these fish will does not get a uniform type of food material. Therefore, stocking density is one of the important success key of successful type of fish farming. ते आपण सुद्धा ह्या मीटमध्ये बघितलेलं आहे. त्यानंतर आपण सप्लिमेंटरी फिडिंग बघितलेली आहे. सप्लिमेंटरी फिडिंग, व्हॉट टाईप ऑफ सप्लिमेंटरी फूड इज देअर अँड व्हॉट इज इट्स इम्पॉर्टंट, त्याला काय महत्त्व आहे. We have seen that even though natural food material is present into the pond, it may be the nursery pond, rearing pond, or stocking pond. Besides the natural food material, for extra growth, for satisfactory and fast growth, here we require additional type of the food supply, which is simply known as a supplementary food. आणि त्याचा अभ्यास आपण यामध्ये केलेला आहे. आणि त्याच पद्धतीने फर्टिलायझेशन ऑफ पॉन्ड बघितलेलं आहे अँड मेंटेनन्स ऑफ द वॉटर क्वालिटी ऑफ बघितलेलं आहे. इन अर्ली लेक्चर वी लेफ्ट शिकवायचं राहून गेलेलं आहे. इन अर्लियर लेक्चर वी लेफ्ट द मेंटेनन्स ऑफ द वॉटर क्वालिटी. So water is the basic and chief requirement of the fish farm. If the water is having a pollution, if it is having a pollution load at that time, it does not work properly. Therefore, monitoring of the water quality is very essential. Particularly, 3 to 4 type of the parameters should be the monitor. One and very basic requirement is that oxygen level. Here in a pond water, generally fresh water is having near about 8, near about 7, 8, 9 mg per liter of oxygen is there, of course dissolved oxygen. So that water quality, it indicates the better growth of the fish. When water quality is better, there will be the better type of the growth and production of the fishes. So the monitoring of water quality, monitoring of the carbon dioxide, monitoring of the pH, monitoring of the salinity, these are the important factors. When there is excess of carbon dioxide, at that time the suffocation of the fish will be there and fish will die. Therefore, of course, these salinity, carbon dioxide, dissolved oxygen, pH, that are directly related, that are directly correlated with the body physiology, metabolism. So for better metabolism, that carbon dioxide, dissolved oxygen, the pH of water, the salinity of water, the pollution load, that are also playing important role. When these all the parameters, all means here the dissolved oxygen, carbon dioxide, pH, as well as the salinity, these 3 to 4 type of the parameters and pollution load, if it is a monitor, there will be the better production of the fishes. So here we have seen about the lastly we are going to conclude that culture of major carps is having a wonderful experience. It is one type of technique, and this culture of Indian major carps, which will just open the door of the job, and we can just prepare. See here, by going thoroughly this topic, culture of Indian major carps, you will get a very good idea regarding the actual working about the fish farm, how to culture the fish. The same experience we can see into the pond also. Dear friends, I told that at the time of food and feeding habit, I just forget one point. For better development and growth, various type of the prebiotics and probiotics are also available, that has to be feed along with the food material. At the time of feeding of the food, you have to add the prebiotics as well as the here these prebiotics as well as the probiotics as well as the, you may call as a mixture of vitamins and minerals, that can be also added into the fish feed to enhance the growth. So at the time of feeding, you can also have such type of the prebiotics as well as the postbiotic, probiotic, as well as the mixture of, we call as a vitamin premix. Minerals are there as well as the vitamins are there, so they will just boost up the growth, that are used to boost the growth of the fishes. Therefore, you can also add such type of the additional things into the feed of the fishes. Dear friends, here we finishes the entire topic. Dear friends, we are here finishing the entire topic, that is culture of Indian major crops. If you have any type of doubt, please ask me. WhatsApp number is with you, as well as you can also directly call to me. It will be my pleasure to give certain type of the knowledge to you. Thank you very much.